Yo guys, welcome back to the channel. Money in the Bank 2023 just finished up, and holy, I'm gonna cuss a lot during this. I'm not gonna tell myself that I won't cuss because, yeah dude, this show had my blood, my heart absolutely racing, dude. So, Money in the Bank started off with the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Everybody coming into the event hoping on LA Knight walking out as Mr. Money in the Bank. Honestly, this match to me was kind of underwhelming. There was a couple spots in there that I kind of cringed at, like if you go to my shorts feed, the Ricochet and Logan Paul spot, dude, where he did the Spanish fly through 2 tables to the outside of the ring. Dude, when I say I cringed at that, not in a bad way. When I say cringe, I'm not saying in a bad way, in a way of like, dude, I thought Logan fucked himself up. Like, I thought he seriously messed himself up. But at the end of the night, Damian Priest wins Money in the Bank. Yeah, it was a pretty good match, kind of underwhelming at the end of the day. But if I was to rate it out of 5 stars, I'd probably give it about 2.5, 3 stars. Oh. Dude, that's being brutally honest. So, following that, we had the women's tag team titles, in which, for a shocking turn of events, Shayna Baszler ended up turning on Ronda Rousey, which I didn't see coming at all. I didn't see that coming until maybe SummerSlam or Survivor Series or something like that. But chokes out Ronda Rousey. Match was kind of mid. Raquel Rodriguez comes in the ring, hits Ronda with her finisher. Liv Morgan hits Ronda Rousey with the Oblivion. 1, 2, 3. We have new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. Nah. I did not see Shane. After that, dude, so they cut to commercial break, whatever. All of a sudden, I'm like playing with my phone. I'm doing a little bit of editing, whatever. Not really paying attention. I look up and fucking John Cena's on my screen. I'm going, dude, what the actual hell is going on? Sorry, dude, I'm excited to talk about this. Before that happened, we had Gunther against Matt Riddle, which, honestly, the match itself, I expected it to be a little bit better, and I'm nitpicking. I understand that I'm nitpicking, but I expected it to be a little bit better than what it was. Granted, at the end of the day, it felt a bit underwhelming, but Gunther retains the championship. Absolutely love Gunther. Love the fact that he's in another, like, Roman Reigns position where he hasn't been pinned since making his main roster debut, or possibly even before that back in NXT. But Gunther defeats Matt Riddle, retains the Intercontinental Championship, and I could tell that something was, the rumors were speculating Drew McIntyre or Randy Orton were bound to show up. One of the two were bound to show up. And the Scottish Psychopath's music hits, and I lost my shit a little bit, dude. I have always been a big fan of Drew McIntyre ever since the Chosen One days throughout 3MB. Was really let down when he got released back in the day. Super pumped to see that he's back in the company. When I say back in the company, I'm talking about, like, he hasn't made an appearance since WrestleMania this year, so it's been like 4 months, 3 or 4 months. Super pumped about that. No fucking way. Thought it was gonna be Orton. That is when they cut to commercial break. I look up from editing. John Cena's on my screen, and I'm going, dude, what the actual heck is going on? Like, to do 2 back-to-back huge returns like that and a span of maybe 7 or 8 minutes apart from each other. So John Cena comes out, he's talking about wanting WrestleMania in London. The London crowd was hot tonight throughout the entire pay-per-view. Which honestly, let me know what you guys think down in the comments section, whether you would like to see WrestleMania in London at some point. I would honestly love to see that. I would kind of wish that WrestleMania would come closer to me, and I would buy front row tickets to that. I don't care if it sends me bankrupt, dude. But would love to see it in other countries. And then all of a sudden Grayson Waller comes out, and he's shit-talking London, saying that WrestleMania should be in Australia. Tries to set up a match against him and John Cena if WrestleMania was to be in Australia. Which, honestly, that would probably be a fire crowd as well, I'm not going to lie to you. But Cena turns it down, turns his back on Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller proceeds to attack John Cena. Cena gets up, AA, Cena walks off. What the fuck? That's my GOAT! Dude, I don't give a fuck. Give me a Waller and Cena program right now. Dude, the first hour and a half of this pay-per-view, I was losing my shit. When I tell you that, I mean losing my shit. Right after that, we had Dominic Mysterio against Cody Rhodes, which, honestly, at the end of the day, everybody knew Cody Rhodes was getting the victory here. Cody Rhodes comes out with cast on his wrist, whatever. Beginning of the match, he ends up ripping it off. Dominic's doing the cowardly runaway stuff. But at the end of the night, Cody Rhodes hits Dominic with Crossroads. 1, 2, 3, and the match is over. It's about all I got out of that. I was kind of expecting Brock Lesnar to return. That was before we got the return of Drew McIntyre and the return of John Cena. After I saw those two returns, I kind of did not expect Brock Lesnar to be at Money in the Bank. But then, man, dude, honestly, match of the night for me was the following matchup. It was the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Dude, they had some crazy spots. They had Io Sky doing her moonsault off the top of a ladder. Bayley and Io were slamming Zelina Vega's head in between the ladder. She was like underneath the ladder and grabbing her arm and just repeatedly back and forth slamming her head into the ladder. Becky Lynch hits Trish Stratus with a manhandle slam onto a ladder on the outside. The ladder was bridged between the ring apron and the announcer's table, trying to handcuff Becky Lynch to whatever the hell they were trying to handcuff her to. By the end of the match, Becky Lynch was handcuffed to Bayley, who had previously pushed Io Sky off the ladder as she was trying to retrieve the briefcase. Io Sky gets back up as Bayley and Becky Lynch were fighting on the ladder. Both of them can't make it up the ladder because they were trapped in between the rungs. So Io Sky climbs the ladder, retrieves the briefcase, and I absolutely loved it. Very interested to see what they are going to do with damage control by the time she does cash in the briefcase. Maybe they'll stick together until she cashes in, wins the title, and then at the Rumble we get a triple threat match between Dakota Kai, Bayley, and Io Sky for either the Undisputed Women's Championship or WWE World Heavyweight Women's Championship. I think that'd be pretty cool to have at the Rumble. That's, of course, when Dakota Kai is ready to compete. Seth Rollins against Finn Balor. And honestly, going into the night, I knew I would love that match. The both of them just work really well together. Some super cool sequences once again throughout the match. Kinda unfortunate that it came right after the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match, because maybe in person the crowd was still into it, but it didn't seem like it on the network. But Damian Priest runs out, doesn't really attempt to cash in Money in the Bank, but stands there waving his briefcase and whatnot. Eventually takes a seat. Finn Balor takes advantage of Seth Rollins being distracted, rolls him back in the ring, goes for the coup de grace, and Damian Priest runs up to the apron in an attempt to kind of distract Finn Balor, but whether the intentions were there or not. Hops off the apron. Clearly isn't going to cash in the briefcase tonight. Balor continues on, goes for the coup de grace. Rollins rolls out of the way. Curb stomp, 1, 2, 3, the match is over. At the end of the match, there was a little back and forth between Damian Priest and Finn Balor, and a verbal altercation. And then the main event, and holy, when I say this, dude, and I know some people might get annoyed when I say, oh, I'll say this. When I say this, I mean it, and blah, blah, blah. But, dude, this main event, in my recent memory, was the best main event of the modern day. Crowd was super behind it. The Usos were red hot. Solo Sikoa was red hot. Roman Reigns was red hot. Roman Reigns bitching at the crowd, calling them a bunch of idiots. A couple of the spots, Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa, which I think was a bomb-ass tag team finisher for the two of them. Solo Sikoa was going for the spike, waited for Reigns to hit the spear, and then spiked Jey Uso. Roman Reigns grabs Jimmy after Jimmy had previously gotten spiked, stacks him on top, and this is where my heart really skipped a beat, dude, because I thought we were just gonna end it as if we ended the triple threat match between Daniel Bryan, Edge, and Roman Reigns. Stacks him, pins him, 2.5, and it was 100% more than a half. The Usos kick out. At the end of the match, Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso were the legal man. Solo Sikoa went for a splash through the announce table on Jimmy. Jimmy moves Solo through the announce table. Of course, that takes Solo Sikoa out of the match. Jey super kicks Roman. Roman bounces off of the ropes. Superman punches Jey. Jey then counters with another super kick. Roman Reigns slides back to the ropes, comes off the ropes, and hits him with a spear. 1, 2, he kicks out. And as he kicks out, he low blows Roman Reigns. I noticed this right off the bat. I don't think the announce team really caught it until they showed the replay, but I had caught it right off. I was like, oh shit, like this is gonna be the end of the match. Low blow happens. Super kicks after super kicks after super kicks. Jey tags in Jimmy, double super kick, and Roman's laying there, and of course, signature Usos. Jimmy tags in Jey, frog splash to Roman, 1, 2, 3, the match is over, and dude, that match was it must have been like an hour long. I'm not even kidding you. About an hour long, and it is 100% worth the watch. Yeah, dude, incredible pay-per-view. I'll make sure to put in some of the highlights throughout this video. Yeah, I want you guys to let me know what you guys think of Money in the Bank 2023 in London down in the comments section below. And if you haven't yet, I've been uploading daily. After tonight, I might take a little break, and then I'll be right back to the grind. So if you guys aren't subscribed yet and you're enjoying the daily content, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment what you think of Money in the Bank, comment whether you thought Roman Reigns should have been pinned or it should have been Solo. I personally called it about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, that Jey was going to be the one to pin Roman for the first time in 4 years. But yeah, dude, if you haven't yet, definitely go and watch it. Watch it all the way through. Don't skip through anything. Super solid pay-per-view. I would honestly say that it's the best pay-per-view of the year, but we're only now 7 months into the year. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the content, if you enjoyed the review, make sure to like the video, comment, subscribe, turn on those post notifications, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.